Just walk free until you come here. Yes, we'll be very opportune to welcome Mr. Usmanu. Please excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Can we have a word with you, please?
Yeah, there's no problem.
Okay. Good afternoon, please.
Yeah, afternoon.
Yes, we know you as Usmanu Tata Musa, a student of in the Faculty of Economic Sciences, studying accounting in level 3. Yeah. Please, will you really tell us who actually is hidden behind this Usmanu Tata?
Thank you very much. Usmanu Tata Musa was born on the 10th of November 5, 1989 in a village called Babungo in the northwest region of Kamurungo, Kutundia division. I was born from a polygamous home with at least with 10 brothers and sisters. That is 4 brothers and 4 sisters and 5 brothers to be more precise. So from a humble family, a humble background of Mr. Julie Tata Musa and of my mom Zainab Gaji. So I'm really happy to grant you this interview.
Thank you very much. I am very pleased and happy to get to know about who Usmanu is about. I would like you please to give me or to tell us about your biography. What is it about you special about your career, your biography up to date?
Yeah, thank you very much. If I can understand you, you are like trying to ask me about my primary and secondary education.
Exactly.
Up to this level. Really, I entered primary school on the 1st of September 1996 in PS Finkwi. That is in PS Finkwi, and I did 7 years, and I had my first school leaving certificate in 2003. After which I entered Form 1 in Star Comprehensive Secondary School, Babungo also, and I entered Form 1 in 2003, that is September 2003, where I passed a very wonderful moment in that school. I made 5 years, and then I had my GC ordinary levels, 11 papers. At least I was very grateful for my results because many of my friends really congratulated me for that. So from there, at least from the orientation of my tutors, especially somebody like Mr. Mbaku, my mathematics teacher, Mr. Wosopol, my geography teacher, and other tutors, they oriented me towards A4, that is geography, mathematics, and economics. So when I had my ordinary level, as I told you, in Star Comprehensive Secondary School, Babungu, I proceeded to Ndop, that is in Government Bilingual High School, Ndop, GBHS Ndop, where I read economics, mathematics, and geography. So that was in 2009, of course. So by 2010, I had my GCE A levels in these 3 subjects. At least to be very proud of my results, because it was not really what I was imagining to have. I had 2 A grades and a C. So from there, I said yes, at least I can go ahead in education.
Before coming to know you, before I came to know who you are, probably I've heard so many news about you in terms of your brilliant performance in academics. So please, will you tell us what really has been that motivating factor, that those elements that has always made you to maintain your intelligence in the domain of education? Because coupled with the fact that you arrived University of Chang, I personally was very astonished with your average for the first year, being the fact that you're coming from the northwest region, being an Anglophone from the origin. You were able to have about 13 average, featuring among the first 20. I think that's around number 10. I was like surprised. So can you tell us what is that factor? Maybe it could be of importance, or it could be of informations to those who like to be like you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Morris. Again, this is really an intriguing question. Okay, so that is my success. The secret behind my success in education can be decomposed into 2 aspects. First of all, my background, and then second, advice from very special persons. Okay, So if I take the first aspect, that is my background, knowing fully well that I am a Mbororo from the Northwest region, from a humble background, and coupled with the fact that most of our people do not go to school, I was one of the persons who was opportune to go to school, so I wanted to make the best of it. Okay, not only making the best of it, but making it in a different style. So I had to work hard. That was first of all my motivation, knowing that I'm from a humble background, I need to make it. Okay, and I also knowing that I come from a tribe that is always marginalized, I wanted to show others that this tribe, there are also people who can do it in that tribe. So from there, that gave me the motivation to work hard, to really work hard, to bend down and then do something. Then the second aspect is from special persons. These persons really marveled me. First of all, I will start by Pa. There is one Pa in the village. He is called Pa Simbo. That Pa is one of the persons who have really motivated me. Knowing fully well the nature of our daily society, he is somebody who has accompanied me from my primary, secondary, and even high school, going up to the university. And secondly, one very important part, I'm sorry to say that, but he is of late, but I hope his soul is resting in peace somewhere. But that part really is really like a backbone of my success. First, he is called Pa Francis of blessed memory. He's somebody who really gave me advice, who gave me fatherly advice, brotherly, sisterly, and that is friend, everything, all sort of advice to work hard. And really, I'm very grateful for that person. So those are the things that marveled my success. And one of my characteristics is that I'm very ambitious. I want to know more. I don't want to be challenged. So that is another thing really that made me go this far.
With a 2A and 1C in the GCE advanced level, that was in 2009, 2010.
Yeah,
that's academic year 2009, 2010.
Of course.
Why the University of Chang in brief?
Really, first of all, when I was doing A4, I had a motivation. From my childhood dream, I had one motivation. I wanted to do accounting and finance.
Why then University of Chang first?
Okay,
as your choice.
Okay, so University of Chang as my choice is, there are two aspects there also. I was told that education is tough in Chang, and that if you are from an Anglophone background, okay, when you come to Chang, it is difficult, but the advantage is that you will be bilingual and you will be strong among other people from other universities. Secondly, the influence of my dad. He's somebody who influenced me a lot to come to University of Chang, because he has seen people make it in Chang and he was really impressed with what they did. So finally, when he was choosing it to me, knowing fully well that I'm somebody who is very ambitious, and knowing that when I will come to Chang, I will be, that is very bilingual, and I will be more than most of the other students from the other universities, I said, let me go to Chang.
Okay. Accounting and finance.
As I said.
Why? And not economics, with an A grade in economics?
Really, first of all, from my childhood dream, I have one role model, one man like that, who used to tell us a lot about accounting and finance. He is somebody who always liked to talk about finance, and from there I started developing the dream of being an accountant and a financial manager. From when I was in Form 1, I used to say about those things. So as I was coming up, that is the first thing that really made me to choose accounting. It was my childhood dream. Then secondly, looking at the world today, the various outlets in the world, that is the labor market and the things that are really complicated surrounding employment, I wanted to be a bit professional. So I thought it wise that doing accounting and finance maybe will really give me a particular orientation, so much so that I should not just have a general education.
The University of Chang is generally known in Cameroon not only to Anglophones but mostly to Francophones because they shy away from the University of Chang to be one of the most challenging universities.
Of course, what you say is true.
Now, coupled with the fact that you are an Anglophone from origin, went through an English system, purely English system of education, from the Northwest, worst of all, tell us what has been those your key factors to success up to this level of your education.
Thanks very much, Mr. Morris, again. This is really one of the peak moments in my life when I came to Chang, especially when I was in the first year, level 1. When I entered level 1, when I came, first of all, everything was in French. Everything is in French. The French language, I did not know it. I could not speak French. I almost even escaped from school, but something came to my mind. Remember, you are somebody who is ambitious. You are somebody who is determined. Why should, if A can do it in Chang, why not you? B can also do it. So I started having that confidence in me. Maybe I can do it. Secondly, I had very good friends. Very good friends who were Anglophones like myself, who had ambition. First, I had Kemfua Maurice. Second, Gigi Kamjoya Awudu. And other Francophone friends who were also a bit whimsical, but though I just tried to manage. Though these two guys in particular, they made me know that in every land that there is difficulty, there is a way out. So I really bent down, studied hard, worked, read in French, looked for translated some aspects that I could translate, worked with these guys, worked with other Francophones and Anglophones, and I bet you, I'm really very grateful, because when I worked with them, we solved past questions. We read the French notes that is with the past questions, and finally.
Yes. But there is one thing I would like to find out.
Yeah.
Your results have been outstanding since level 1.
Yeah, of course, it's true.
You were a beneficiary of the head of state scholarship.
Of course.
But we noticed that since your stay in Chang, we haven't seen you attending translated or translation classes, reading translation notes. Please tell us, what is the secret behind that?
Okay, it is very true. They say that I used to keep myself to one addiction, that if you have an enemy and you know that it is your enemy, in order to protect yourself, it is good to attack first. So I took the French as my enemy. I took the French language as my enemy. I said, okay, let me attack the French first. So that is the reason. I decided to study, to use the hard way, okay, to study the French language and learn the French language itself. And that is read in the French language, and then try to get the ideas first. Then maybe look for the subsequent ideas that maybe can accompany the ones that I have also understood in the French language. And finally, when I took that method, really it is the result of that method that you are already talking about. But also I had one criticism about the translation classes. I discovered that some of the guys who give those translation classes, as we call them here, they really derail a bit from the main idea, okay? And some of the translated notes, they are not really authentic. So as a result, I had to do it that way, and you can see the fruits of what I did.
Okay. What are your ambitions in the next coming 5 years?
Yeah, this is a very good question. My ambitions in the next coming 5 years. First of all, we know that this is, as we are doing this interview today, is the 20th of June 2013.
Exactly.
By the 7th of November 2013, all of us might have defended the degree.
Exactly.
If God wills.
Yes.
Inshallah. So, for the year 2013, my ambitions is to have the degree and maybe expand my knowledge in the field of accounting and finance. For the next 5 years, if God wills, maybe for the next 2 years I do the masters, and maybe for the next 3 years that are coming, at least I should have been professionally inserted and maybe already developing my base.
Okay, to conclude, we would like to look into your socio-cultural domain. Please, can you tell us what are your hobbies, or what is your hobby?
Really, thanks a lot. Socio-cultural domain is something that is very, very interesting. For me, really, I am not really that gifted to social and culture, but socio-cultural activities. But my hobby, I can say, as you know, most young men, I like football. And then I like also having quality times with friends.
Indeed, we saw you during sport, marketing yourself in one way or the other. Talking about your friends, who are the friends? How many? How were your relationship with the friends you made in Chang?
Really,
and who were they, probably?
Really, I'm very happy that my friends that I met in Chang are even one of the best friends I've ever had in life, because primary, secondary school, we had friends, but in Chang, knowing fully well that we are completely away from home, and knowing fully well that it is an area that the socio-cultural environment is not that welcoming, I made friends who are real friends. First of all, I made Muslim friends, I made Christian friends, and I made friends who were just neutral. With my Muslim friends, I cannot forget Jinji Kamjoya Awudo. That is somebody who really marked me a lot. Not only being an academic friend or friendly, but he also really improved my faith in God. And his brother Njinda Munir.
G, the famous G, yeah, who is popularly known.
Also with my Christian friends, I have you as one of my best friends, Mr. Morris. I have other friends, especially the girls in our class. The girls, Miren, Hilda, Giselle, and the rest. Those are people, at least when you see the world ended, they will tell you that don't bother, we can still make it. Really. And the advice that the friends gave me, it's what even mattered to me, because all of my friends always criticize my weak points. And finally, I now corrected my life. Really, I'm happy to have those friends.
Okay, Mr. Ousmane Tata, I would like to ask you one more question. What word of advice, or what encouragement, or what words of thanks will you want to offer to those who are outside there, or those who have been with you, or those who are still to come to Chang, in a nutshell?
Okay, thanks very much, Mr. Morris. First of all, when I want to start with the word of thanks, I will start by thanking my dad, Julie Tata Musa, my mom, Zainab Gaj, and my elder brother, Mr. Amadou Tata Musa. These are people who have made my stay in Chang very comfortable, that is financially in particular, and then socially also. So, advice to people, first of all, I will first give an advice to the youths. Let the youths be very careful, because this time like this, life is very complicated. They should have their dreams at hand before thinking of the hereafter. And also to guys who are coming to the University of Chang. University is studies, not life. So when you are coming, you should make sure you read. You should make sure you are coming to read and then have your degree in the time that is affected for it.
Okay, thank you very much for accepting to receive us. We are very pleased that you were able to welcome us and accept the interview which we offer to you. We hope that by God's grace, tomorrow we shall meet, and we would like to obviously continue this interview in 5 years' time concerning your ambition. I am Maurice, a student of LP3, available at your service all time. Thank you very much. Yes, Mr. Ousmane Tata, today we witnessed your brilliant performance during your internship. Please, can you tell us how was it all about? And what was your team, first of all, because we would like to know the team and the confrontation which you had between you and Dr. Ningai in person.
Thank you. You can see I'm all smiles, meaning I'm very happy that after 3 years of battle and ups and downs, finally I'm doing it. Yeah, your question, what was my team? My team was the amelioration of working capital management through better inventories management. Case of Blotelo-Sal. You know, with Dr. Ninga, it was not easy because it's his domain of work. So, but I can say, Alhamdulillah, everything went off very well.
Okay, I am very, very grateful for that piece of work. Indeed, it was really a brilliant performance which we observed some minutes ago.
Yeah.
And I would like to ask you, the 10th of October, you came to Chang. Today, what is the date?
Today is the 7th of November.
7th of November, you are leaving the University of Chang, or probably leaving from one cycle to the other.
Of course.
How has your experience been all this while?
Yeah, it's really a long story to tell. It's really a long story to tell. But however, the experience was very tough, and there were also some, at least, rosary aspect of it. But Alhamdulillah, it went on well. From an Anglophone to a moderate Francophone, transformed to a complete Francophone. Yeah, you might say I might be leaving Chang, but I might not still be leaving Chang. You know, when you catch a bird, you will look for a bigger one to catch. So maybe I will still remain in Chang.
Okay, so what can you say for all those who came to witness you, assist you and accompany you during your defense, especially your parents, your family members and others? What word of, I don't know, of encouragement or gratitude or thanks which you can say to them?
Really, I'm lost of words. Let me not lie to you, I'm really lost of words. How can I say? I would just say thank you to all of you. Thank you to all of you for being there for me when I was down. And then being when I'm up, you are still with me. I really thank you all very much. And let's keep the faith and keep the courage. We will really go far.
Can we say that today was your happiest day, or it's one of your happiest days? And if it is one of your happiest days, please tell us which one was the happiest day. Is it the day of today, or there has been one day before like this?
Really looking at the population, looking at the nature of the things that we pass through, I can say it's even the happiest day really. So I'm really glad and happy.
Just from the marks which we receive from the jury today, statistics has shown that your minimum marks always fall between 13 and gets up to 15. So 15 has always been your score record in most of your courses. Can you tell us, is there something hidden behind the score 15, 16?
There is no big deal hidden, it's just hard work, bend the candles, have the courage, don't be afraid and you will make it.
What can you say to those who are behind, who are coming or next year will be defending? What word can you say to them?
There is nothing difficult in school. Everything you need to be patient, because God says He is with those who are patient and they will make it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Usmanu, for the brilliant performance which not only us, your friends or your parents witnessed, but I know you have made them happy and you have introduced joys, especially to the faces of your brothers, parents, and maybe those who are not here. We hope same time in 2 years' time, we'll be observing you or witnessing you making another defense, if God permits,
Of course,
continuing
inshallah,
in Master
inshallah.
Professionals too, okay?
Inshallah.
Thank you very much,
Thank
and
you.
once more.
Thank you.